Circle ready. 3, 2, 1. It's like a
This is Boldcastify, the bold new way to podcast, with your host,
Clay.
My name's Jay.
I'm Justin.
This is the Circle Up Prowl. This is episode 10 of season 2. Freeman and the Falcons are nearing a contract extension.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he's earned it.
You know, Pittsburgh is not a place you hear.
Yeah, but you do still hear
deals.
rumblings.
Well, what they do.
Occasionally, they make it very quiet, though, most of the time.
I mean,
they
hold on to their own players a lot of times, but they wait for them to earn it.
Yep.
And I think that's the culture that they want in Jacksonville.
You had to change. They're very particular about who they keep. And Pittsburgh's one to notoriously let players walk.
Yeah. Again, I think they should be doing some of these contracts. But I do understand. I know there was a time in Jacksonville where there were some players that were like they were trying to build that culture of like these players are earning their their money and stuff. And on top of that was a bunch of giant contracts, other players, and caused strife.
I think
in the locker room. Play the politics. Maybe that's what part of it. I don't know.
Well, all I worry about is like the end of the season. They're not under contract. Hey, goodbye.
I just don't see how that's possible.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like to lock them down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think it's very dumb.
I mean, there are still 2 months, so
the only one I'd probably would kind of let play out would be possibly be Robinson.
Yeah. I got a bad feeling if we let him go, he'll end up burning us at least 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. If he actually starts playing like they want him to, his bad year, he still looked pretty good to me. So
I think it was like 740-some yards. So
yeah, he had way more drops last year.
Such an impactful player being out there.
He wasn't as good last year.
No one was as good as last year.
Yeah, all of it was bad.
Around the NFL, the trade deadline for this upcoming season will be Halloween at 4 p.m. The NFL draft will be in April again, April 26th through April 28th, and free agency will open March 14th at 4 p.m. Think about Roger Goodell saying that his relationship was never strained. Robert Kraft.
I don't care. I don't care about their problems.
Yeah, I really don't care either, to be honest with you. I think it was a lie. I mean, that's the basic basis of it.
Yeah,
I don't have an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion on it because I just don't care. Get away from that.
And Kaiser is gaining ground on Kessler in the Browns quarterback competition.
I thought it was all Osweiler for the taking, right?
You don't want to be in that predicament.
When OTA started, it was the Osweiler show.
Well, I guess he got bumped on down.
Who would have seen that coming? I'm so sad he's not a Texan.
I am too. Damn Cleveland for helping him out multiple times.
That is the biggest free agency addition the Texans got.
That really, truly helped them.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. Eric Decker signs a 1-year deal with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I hope he likes mayonnaise.
Dude, Jaguar fans.
That was his number one choice.
Jaguar fans have become prophets of doom because Eric Decker is a Titan. I don't see it. There's always a strong.
People will take.
He's
pretty
dang good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's on his own game. But that's where he wanted to go because, of course, his wife doing the country music or whatever. And they already have a house in Nashville.
He's had a couple 1,000-yard seasons.
Yes, he has.
He's not something to.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. I know for a long time you've been saying that Tennessee is subpar. I don't think Tennessee is going to be subpar. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to be great, but I still think they could take us to the woodshed. Pretty dang late too. That's
Yeah. Right.
Like they did at the end of the year last year.
Christmas Eve.
Remember when they really took it to us?
They did.
And that's how they got in the playoffs. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. That was good.
There's always a thirst.
So that was,
But
it is a good roster. They are better than they were a couple years ago.
yes.
Well,
All right.
it depends.
Be optimistic.
But it depends on how Mariota comes back from that little gimp.
I firmly believe preaching. I'm not.
But the multiple draft picks definitely is definitely going to help them out.
And
you're telling me the reason that they got humiliated by the Jaguars when they had everything to play for when their season was on the line was because they didn't have one wide receiver?
It's not about one wide receiver.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it ever was about one wide receiver.
I'm saying the people that are saying that the season's hopeless, that it's over, that the Titans are going to steamroll, that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think we ever said that, did we?
This is what I've been getting from Jaguars Twitter.
I'm going to say probably not.
Ever since it happened.
No, because the one receiver puts him over the top.
They got the two, right?
Yeah, they got one they got in the draft too, the Corey Davis, who hasn't signed yet. He's still unsigned. I don't blame him. Which is good.
He probably doesn't like mayonnaise.
Probably. He's probably a big... They like Miracle there too.
He's probably a $1,000 guy.
Probably. Smart. Last but not least, Denard Robinson got a tryout at Jets minicamp.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah, I really hope he's able to do something on a team that's totally rebuilding and definitely is not fixing.
That's his wheelhouse.
That is in his wheelhouse, definitely.
He knows what that's like.
He does. He can coach him up there. He's like, hey, this is how it works. This is how we did it in Jacksonville. They let me go because, well, now we're doing better things.
That was a shock there, man. They just started cutting players left and right.
Jets? Oh yeah.
What was there to hold on to?
Well,
You don't want to make it known that you're gonna just
Take the
fail
season.
and take the season. You're trying to sell tickets, make some money, right? You think?
they want the number
It's in
one
the
pick.
beginning.
Because you
Want
want to
to.
believe that it's going to be different.
We believe in victory. Staying united. They just got to get better marketing. I know all about marketing trash teams.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Maybe we get that New York Giants effect.
Well, Jacksonville has got one trick pony.
It's not about wins right now for the Jets. It's about getting better.
Confidence. You have to do something.
I don't.
They do need a franchise quarterback. I mean, they only had 3 quarterbacks that have drafted in the last 3 years in the roster.
They really legitimately do.
Well, it's all right. I take it back. Geno Smith went to the Giants.
Probably for the best. Watch him come out and have to do something
But
epic.
don't worry, they have Bryce Petty from Baylor and the fellow who's in Penn State. So they've got a quarterback every year, but they don't use him.
And they picked up a guy, didn't they?
But enough about the Jets. Let's go back to another trash team. TJ Yeldon. What do you think his future is here? Because there's rumors he could be cut because he's been playing with the fourth team.
I mean, I'm siding with Justin on this one. I think they get rid of a tight end, so we're down to 3 tight ends this year. It doesn't make any sense to me, but I like it. So I don't know. That's my thought process on it.
I think the argument is that they're only going to keep 3 running backs this year because they're going to have a fullback this year.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got those 4 guys. You've got Leonard Fournette. You've got Chris Ivory. You've got Taillights. And you got Yeldon.
Fresh.
And who sticks around? All right. I pulled up Pro Football Focus. Pro Football Focus says that Leonard Fournette makes the team, so that's good.
That's a plus.
He has the best grade coming in from college, and then the second best grade according to Pro Football Focus, which means nothing. They say that TJ Yeldon's 69. He's a 69.
Pretty good number.
Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Like weirdly enough, Corey Grant is the 3rd and Ivory's the 4th. They're not going to get rid of Chris Ivory because they're not going to swallow that dead money.
And I know. Yeah,
No.
it's like $5.5 million, I believe.
And so then you've got TJ, who's not that expensive, and then you got Corey Grant, who's not that expensive. They're both cheap options. So who do you like better? I guess if it comes down to that, that'll be the showdown. But I think that they find a way to keep all 4.
Logically, that would be the selling point because you're going to keep all 4.
With as heavy
and
of a
the running
focus,
backs.
I was like, and a tight end? Okay.
with as heavy of a focus as this offseason has been for the running game.
Yes.
That was my initial thought until Justin put that in my head that we just keep on with 3 tight ends because, well, Tom already said that he views tight end as a luxury. So
Yeah, I mean, shipping off Julius was
Prove that point.
actions speaking very clearly to that they don't value the tight end position as much.
Pretty evident.
They look at it as they're looking at it differently than we were previously.
We're not going to be as much of an aerial team as we were previously. They're not saying we're not going to throw the ball, but it's definitely going to start minimizing, and hopefully the running game will have a much larger impact than we've seen it in recent years.
Even in the years where we had arguably the best quarterback in the franchise's history and unarguably the 2 best receivers in the franchise's history, we were still a very balanced offense. Very, very, very balanced. So
Kick plate.
yeah, they'll throw the ball, but with that big focus on the running game, I think they find a way to keep Corey Grant and TJ Yeldon.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Logically, if you're not down in so many games, you're not having to throw the ball as much.
Especially with a stable of backs that overall talent-wise looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But all have some kind of injury history. The only guy that doesn't have injury history is Corey Grant.
Logically. So that's the one negative about the whole running back core. Chris Nee has arrived as a scout in Jacksonville. Nothing really big of note. The only thing that's we're mentioned about is it's Tom's son-in-law. So he was a former Giants player, but now he's on the scouting team. Papa's okay.
Yeah, sometimes nepotism works.
Yeah, nepotism's big,
The
especially in America.
little Napoleon's all right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So you got that?
Got to get in there a little bit. No, he's all right.
If you suck, then don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
We'll live into that.
And yeah, those are the stories we got right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Dwayne Smoot signed with the Jags. That's the final pick in. Pretty much that's it.
These contracts set themselves up at this point. So.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
still a
kills
few
me.
that are out there. That's
Kills me that like you said, there's still a few out there.
There's still like more than a dozen.
Wasn't it Joey Bosa? Didn't he hold out a bunch?
Yeah, he's been for a while.
But that's because they try to give him a bunch of offset language that you're not supposed to do in like the top 10 draft picks. Don't get offset language, I believe.
Logically not.
As many things as the Chargers screw up, they still own the Jaguars. It's crazy.
It is shameful.
Like they are
And
botching
guess
everything
what?
left and right.
Guess what? They play in Duval sometime this season. God dang it. I hope to pray to God that
The Jaguars have never lost to the LA Chargers.
That's true. That's fact.
kill Gus Bradley on the field.
Disclaimer. Boldcastify does not approve any kind of malicious action against former head coach Gus Bradley while he's in Jacksonville.
I feel like it's inevitable. It's just two Jaguars.
My correction. November 12th.
It's two Jaguars for us to. There's no way for us to avoid losing to Gus Bradley in Jacksonville. Like the most Jaguars thing that
It
can
is
happen.
very Jaguar-esque.
We just can't avoid that one, I think.
God, man.
So fate's coming.
I'm gonna be so
Man, I want to take out these LA teams. We've never played LA teams. I want us to own that freaking city. What do you have Lender being? Guard, center.
Guard.
I like it. That's where I'm at. Then who do you have playing center?
I don't know. I think it's like toss up between like 4 different dudes.
If I'm following my heart, it's Luke Bowenko.
Right.
No,
I love that guy.
I heard
It's gonna be Shatley.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Could be Shatley.
I honestly do think Lender's moving to back to guard.
And that's honestly where he should be.
Yeah.
Makes that side of the line real good.
Be able
better.
to run through it because blocking.
You think Cam finds his way in the field this year?
Hell yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not saying that.
Where do you put Cam?
I don't know.
That's a question.
That is the question.
Is probably the biggest thing. And honestly, I think even if he doesn't find himself on the team on the
What a twist!
on the actual line immediately, I think Brandon Albert gets hurt 6-8 games to the season and then he's in anyway. So
I think that
'Cause
he's
he-
absolutely on the line. Where do you think he's on the line?
If I had to guess right now, probably
You have to.
right tackle.
Right tackle is my favorite answer.
okay, I'd go with that.
Everybody's moving him to guard.
Well, I mean, if
And he'd be great at guard.
No, he would be. But I'm saying originally I would have said left guard, but
Really
if
think
we're
so?
doing the proposition of
He never played guard.
Linder moving out,
He's a bully. He's nasty.
yeah.
You want your guards to be nasty.
He never played guard though at college.
So?
He was a 3-year starter at left tackle.
Who cares? Neither did Dipstick that went to Miami last year with the smoke mask. He played left tackle the whole time, but then when he got the smoke mask, went to Miami. He played inside.
And then as soon as Brandon Albert got hurt, he played outside.
There you go. Got a little coaching.
Yeah, and you got a guy who his specialty is being a
Nasty.
nasty mauler.
Like not the. I guess. I mean, I don't.
So I mean, I'd be happy with both. But you're kicking both guards back to their 2015 position, both Can and Linder back to those previous positions. Then your guard spots are filled up. Then you got to work on your center.
It's all positive either way. Like worst case scenario, AJ Can is still a guard, and you've got Cam Robinson at right tackle,
Right.
and then you Parnell off the line. Which I get it, he's been injured, but I just haven't.
Well, his
It.
first year was pretty all right. Second year, not good.
It was bad. It was
Pretty
very bad.
Pretty bad.
I'm hearing it explained away with injuries.
He happens to be big. Supposedly he had multiple injuries. He just played through like a pro's pro, whatever.
It wasn't good.
So, with all my judgment,
Yeah.
I feel like they don't like my idea as much as I like my idea.
Yeah.
So I'm got a feeling that Robinson ends up inside,
That's my first guess.
and so
So
can AJ
what?
can beat out.
Yeah.
Can AJ can beat out Cam
So,
Robinson?
quick question. Why are you guys so high on Brandon Alberts? He's a very big dude.
Because he's been to the Pro Bowl and he was great as of last year.
He's pretty beastly. I mean, he was a steward down in Kansas City.
I don't know why you go out of your way to be a naysayer of Brandon Albert.
Well, the fact that he's been injured 5 years in a row.
Anytime he's on the field, he's good.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, injuries happen. And guess what? The line, if our pieces hold up together, guess what? Kickle's out if he gets injured for a couple games.
Okay.
You do whatever you gotta do.
I just wanted y'all's take on it. Because to me, I would want the most cohesive unit. The unit that's the odds makers would say, that guy's a little risky. Yes, he's got some years underneath his belt.
If he wasn't healthy, then that would be a concern going into the year. He's healthy, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's very injury prone.
He's taken the most time off he's taken in like years as of recent. So
Fair enough.
I think he's.
I just wanted y'all's opinion on it.
There's a lot of teams that would like to have him as a starting tackle.
Yeah. And trust me, he wanted to be a starter. He wanted to be on the market. That's why he was complaining about the money. Because he saw all the money that was being made for offensive linemen this offseason.
Not even good ones.
No.
Some big.
Well, he's
money
getting
going
$8 million. There's 12 million, 11 million, 13 million getting thrown around like cheddar.
I finally saw a picture of him like in like a uniform without the pads. I would be freaking. I'd be like, all right, sir, you can pass.
So he's missing out on the pie.
Yeah, I feel you.
So honestly, I think he's
I don't want you guys to think that I was trashing him by any means. I just wanted to know, your all's opinion on, keeping the best players on the field. And if he was theoretically the best player, why was he let go in favor of Smoke Mask Man?
Because they spent a first round pick on him.
Well,
almost a top 10.
I guess I don't value.
The same reason why Paz just got moved.
Dear God, I guess I don't value first, second round picks like the same. I value production.
It's NFL, it's cheddar.
Yeah, true.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, because
Someone's got to do it. You got to soldier on.
The NFL is you're constantly being replaced.
That too. You're always constantly being replaced.
So winning, double winning.
And it was the same thing that got him out of Kansas City.
Yep.
Do you think Kansas City's better off because they moved on from him and kept their...
Kirk Fisher.
Yeah.
You got to do something. Whether he means them or not, I guess we'll find out.
Extra harsh.
He doesn't even start on that side.
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
Yeah, that's the point he's making. So, with that, folks, we're going to bid you adieu. Thanks for joining us for the Circle Up Prowl. We'll be back here in a couple of weeks because there really isn't that much Jaguar news. So stay tuned. We'll have more coming from Boldcastify Sports in the upcoming weeks. Live bold, play bold. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Live free, live American. God bless America.
If this is your first time listening, then thanks for stopping by. This has been a Boldcastify production and is produced just for the people of Duval and beyond. Also, show notes and upload dates are found at boldcastify.com. Come back often and feel free to add the podcast to your favorites on Spreaker, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and Snapchat at Boldcastify. All links are on social media. Think bold. Speak bold. Live bold. Boldcastify.
Quick
Right.